Rocco, how you doing, mate? Been a minute, hasn't it? For those four of you that are in here, we ready to go for round 13, or what's the theory? Start rolling those questions in, guys. We'll wait till it gets a little bit busier and get started. What do we got? About 20 minutes before start. Tag everyone. Hey, Josh. Hey, Obi. They're out for you, Jay. Got basketball tonight. We'll be all over it. All right. Kai's in. Cool. We're building up a little bit. Let's get it kicking before all those questions come in. Kai, Ilias to Tohu and Leo Thompson to Savage head to head. Yeah, lock it in, man. I think that's fine. Just with the Savage one, just be aware that he might not make a lot of cash. You're really just hoping for maybe a good score or two in the next few weeks to get a potentially a win in your head to head. So you don't have to bring him in this week. I'm assuming your head to head is off in terms of actually playing games this week. Yeah, that's that. All right, Georgie, he's got 13 playing. Good stuff. Warriors in 6. That's actually my pick as well, Sammy. I reckon it'll be a fun series. Got to beat them in Boston though to win it in 6, so that'll be interesting. Hardy, how you doing? All right, Joey Manu in for Penasini. I'm personally going to be holding Will, so completely up to you if you want to trade him. I'd be suggesting not to, but very much up to you on that one. Troy, hold people's or sell. Why didn't he play last week? So it looks like he's just out of favor in terms of had an okay game and wasn't able to keep hold of his position, even on the bench, which was interesting with Jacob Host being out. So yeah, a bit of a tough one, Troy. But up to you if you want to hold him. Or he's 305k, so he's not taking up too much space in your cap, for example. I understand if you wanted to sell him, holding him is fine as well. Sporty Champs only got 10 trades left. We better start holding, mate. I wouldn't stress too much about this week. Then if you got around the 10 players, just stick with that, man, and go from there. Owen Foley, 16 trades, a good amount left. Is that after this week? If it is, that's plenty. If you saw my trades video, if you haven't, guys, jump into that. There's heaps of strategy questions as well. I'm assuming, even if you can't catch it before the first game tonight, then jump in and catch it before Friday's game. You should, all the buy players as well, they don't go on lock until at the start of the last game. So, same thing that happens with the your 18th player. If you have your number 5 there, he comes in the last game. It's the same with the buy players. I'm sure a few people asking me. Yeah, so it happens at the end of the last game for that one. All right. Who's best captain? Tohu, Crichton. You could go for someone like Joey Manu, for example. But I'd be going for those two, potentially Nat Butcher as well. All right, Jackson, a trade this week. If we're talking about Josh Jackson, I think we'll be okay. He's not going to score lower than that 36 that he got last week. That was a bit of a tough one. I think he'll improve from there. So just see how he goes the next few weeks and make that decision. At worst, round 17 as a trade out. But I think he'll be fine. He's doing really well before that. Did you end up making a 4th trade on Ilias this week on your team? No. Everything that I've traded right now is set. I will not be looking at my teams until the game has started in 20 minutes. So that's it for that. All right. So which GP should I buy for Schiller, Hammer, or Hara or Corey Thompson? I would probably go for neither, man. I'd leave Schiller there. Just cop the lower score with one less player. Just deal with it. Love the jersey. Yep, don't we all? Got to rep them proud. Those boys. My Steph jersey. It's the one I play in for basketball tonight as well. So doing this and then heading off to basketball tonight. We got our first win last week and we're putting it down to just me being back, all right? They weren't a bad team, I promise. Royce Hunt and Schneider to Angus and Savage. I think, yes, go for that one. Joshy, should I do Grant to Robson? Only playing head-to-head. If you're doing head-to-head, hold Grant for this week. He'll be yeah, he's someone that you're going to want at the back end of the year. So there's no point trading him out now. You're not playing a head-to-head round or matchup this week, so just leave him in there. Currently got Cotter to Angus Crichton. Thinking of either Josh King or Stephen Crichton to Manu. Thoughts? Love the vids. Thank you, Lukey. In terms of that one, I would personally go for Joshy King this week out because we have a lot of mids and edges, I believe, trading in this week. A lot of really gun players coming into round 13 with the Torquil Harris, the Crichtons, the Butchers, these kind of guys. So I think Stephen Crichton's going to be a little bit more beneficial in that wing fullback / the centre jersey there. So that's my thoughts on that one. Robbie made Hastings and Burbo for Crichton and Manu. Yeah, I think you can lock that in, man. If you don't want Hastings for 17, if you think that he's going to continue to score down a little bit, then I'd just stick with that one. Go for those trades. Jay, trade out Ilias and Cruiser for Manu and Savage. What do you reckon, bro? Lock that in. Looks good, Jay. Floyd Respector. Hey, Jamie, love your work. Thank you. I'm thinking of getting rid of Thompson and Crichton. Are they good ideas? And if so, who should I trade in for them? I have enough money for anyone. Yeah, so the guys like Angus Crichton, for example, the big ones, Torquil Harris, if you haven't gone up top. And if you have enough for two guys, then I'd potentially go for a wing fullback, whether it be Joey Manu, Ruben Garrick, something like that as well. Or you can go two of those top guns in the mid / edge. Up to you on that one. All right, Paris, the gun show. It's back out. Had to do it for you guys. Let's go. What do you think of Nanai to Angus Crichton? I think Nanai is potentially a hold. Obviously has the short turnaround, and that's the slight issue there, but he has a really low break even. I think that could be really helpful to make some cash over the next few weeks and potentially get rid of him for 17. But up to you on that one. I can understand why you would move on from Nanai. I've had a few people ask me about that one, and I think it's a 50-50. Potentially has the opportunity to back up and maybe play on the bench, for example, but also has the chance to miss this next round as well. So it could be 13, 14, and 17, and I understand why you would move on. Mr. Banjo, Starling or Hastings to Crichton? I would move on Hastings first. Take Starling's points this week if you're playing for overall, and then move on from Hastings next week if he gets the low minutes again. If he gets the high minutes, you can definitely hold him. He'll lose a little bit, but that'll be fine. Sammy, captain, Torquil, Angus, flip a coin on that one. I'm personally going Angus in the head-to-head team, and we're going Torquil in mine and also the people squad. It's up to you. Is trading Cotter the best Origin player to trade? I've traded him this week. For any of you guys, just make sure you jump in and check that trades video. You'll see a lot of my decisions, obviously, and then some strategy around that. I think Cotter potentially, just with the backing up, he's got 13 and 14 potentially out. First game of Origin, I think that it's a good idea. It can be a good idea if you need to get rid of one of your Origin guys, that he could be that guy. At 758, he's done really well, made us a lot of cash, and we could potentially bring him back in 18, 19, something like that. Tino to Tarpanay. I think Tarpanay is a solid option. I spoke about him in that recent video, so definitely if you want to do that, go for it. Sammy, can I trade Starling to Crichton if I'm head-to-head and don't need him to win? 100%. Do that. Yeah, get rid of Starling now then, Sammy. Max King to Reed next week. Got 300k in the bank, so you can trade swap. Potentially, if Maxi King's playing big minutes on the edge, though, I would move on from him. There's other guys that I would move on beforehand. Hey, Jen, really torn between Angus or Tor for captaincy. Yeah, sorry, man. I can't help you on that one. Just take your pick. Angus probably has a little bit more upside, but has that downside as well with a 40-odd, where I think Torhall is probably like a mid-50s guy each and every week. Jamie, do you think Michael Ennis's suit is too tight? I haven't looked at it tonight. I'd imagine it would be way too tight, though. Maybe that's why he yells so much when they've already scored the try and he's going through the replay and he gets louder for the replay. Let me know your thoughts on that one. Can bring in Toho and Manu for Penasini and Taff. They're really good trade-ins. I'm personally holding Penasini, but I understand why you'd move on from him. Love your work. Thank you, Gus. 10 trades left, Sporty Champs. Yeah, we spoke about that. Would you hold Nanai over the Origin period? Yeah, up to you. 50-50 on him. Trading him out in 17 would be the theory, or now or 17. Up the Warriors, yes. Max amount of Origin players in the team. I'd say 5 max. That's why I'm thinking I'm getting rid of 1. I'm just deciding to go with it. Sean trade Tuolangi and Krita to Savage and Manu. Gives me enough to trade Starling next week. Yeah, sweet. Lock that in. Who's this week's captain? Yeah, one of those two. Greg, head-to-head, is Cotter a hold? Yes, for head-to-head, Thomas. Stephen Crichton. Hold on, got to scroll back up. 1 second. There's a lot. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all the comments there. All right, we're good. Stephen Crichton and Josh King to Savage and Angus Crichton. Yep, 180k spare next week. Beautiful. Buy plays locked out for trades at the end of the start of the last game. Hey, bro, 17 trades bought in Crichton for Haas. Penasini for Tohu. Yeah, nice. I'm fine with that. Haas is the other one that could potentially not back up, but he usually does come back and play. He's a bit of a workhorse, obviously a youngster, plays big minutes in general, and he doesn't play as many for Origin, for example, and then he comes back and catches up usually for the Broncos. Sexton for Hastings, decent. It's okay. Yeah, Hastings potential injury, but he's got that couple of weeks off. That's why I think I'm going to hold him in my team there. Sexton, he's not a keeper, and that's the worry for bringing in Toby, is the fact that he's obviously a chance of doing well over the next bit, but a chance of going back to 20s and 30s and not being a keeper anyway. So that's the worry there. Cotter is a 50-50 as well if you want to hold him or sell him. If you've got heaps of trades, sell, you can. And if you don't, then I would hold. Young Cobber is Meany to Garrick, 2 sideways. Roy, Charlie, by the way, can you not put multiple messages in? Cheers. Is Meany to Garrick, 2 sideways? No. Wanting another play this round with Paps back too, I think it wouldn't be too shabby. Yeah, go for that. Golden State Warriors have game 1 for sure, Travis. All right, Shade, mate, first time viewer. Hello from the far north across the ditch. Shady_Maori. Welcome. This is exciting. We're going to obviously, still growing the subscribers slowly. So thank you very much, Shade, for being here. Hope you're getting a lot of knowledge. I appreciate you being here. Still Marky, keen, good stuff. Should I get Angus or Burton for Aobi? I would go. Depends what you need. If you've got heaps of mids and edges and you're making this, half. Cheers, Roy. You've got heaps of mids and edges and you're trying to make this decision, maybe go for Burton. He's obviously a little bit more. He's going to actually be a little bit more of a pod in the top 5,000 there than what Angus will be after this week. That's for sure. Leo Thompson for Garrick and Critter for Robson leaves me 11 trades, 134 in the bank, but have 13 playing. Yeah, I like that. That's enough there. Cotter the Bear, yep. Tohu, any thoughts? Is Grant a keeper? Definitely a keeper. Already have Manu and Taylor May. Crichton to Walsh, saving money for IPAP. You can do the Walsh one, but he just hasn't been scoring well enough, to be honest, and I'd probably stay away personally. Ilias to Tohu or Crichton, show us the guns as well. The guns are out, big hunter. They look funny in this. This is not like a expensive jersey, so it's a funny one to look at. But I'm getting buckets tonight, don't worry. I really hope that my opposition is watching this. That'll be funny. They could just cheap shot me or something. Violeta, Savage, definitely a no-go. Yeah, don't do it. Wish out to Robson. If you can do that, that's sick. Any Chibis, 260 under for my head-to-head, or Savage is the best Savage, or Falls if you want to go for him. Would be ideal. Captain Sweet, Burton, Coruscant, Manu. I'd go Burton or Coruscant for that one. Tino Tapane, yeah, that's solid. Crichton for Manu, yep. Nat Butcher's still a pickup. I think he is still a pickup. You've obviously missed out on close to 100k in gains. Radley's getting closer to coming back, still 4 to 6 weeks away, but getting closer. Tupanua's getting some match fitness this week, which is going to be ideal. So he's definitely becoming less of a pickup than he was a few weeks ago, if that helps you out there. But yeah, that's all we really need to say on that one there. In terms of our next questions, missing the Cowboys game. Unfortunately, I get to see a little bit. I can see the first about 20 minutes, then I got to go, unfortunately. Leo to Savage, alone worth it, or should I just hold the trade? That one potentially. If it's just a loan, I'd probably hold. That's that. Gumby, welcome. One of our supervisors in the Discord. Thank you very much for being here. G'day, cunts. Angus or Tohu. If he's straight swapping now, I think Angus is probably more urgent than Tohu. You can go him next week, for example, with that one there. I think would be ideal. And then, all right, do I bring in Burton or Crichton? I can bring in both. That we use 4 trades and have 8 left. Ooh, I'd probably just go one of them, man. That would be the best idea there. Just the one. And next question. Give me 1 second. All right, is 4 Origin plays too much? That's okay. I wouldn't trade out Lolo this week if he's, you got him playing, which is ideal. Sexton a good third half, aiming for DCE. I would probably stay away from Sexton personally, but I understand why people would be going for him, for example. All right, thoughts on Fatala Mariner. So he's an interesting one. He's obviously a little bit more of a risk just with getting him as a starter this week. He might play 50 minutes. He might play 80. We don't know, but when he gets back to full health, he's going to be a really, really strong player for the Dogs. It's just going to be how many weeks is that going to be? Will it be in round 17, 18 when you're like, I've wasted that trade on him. He hasn't scored too well. I'm not going to move him on anyway. So that's the only thing with Fatala. Mariner, I don't think Lolo's a buy. Just keep that one out. It's Finn, loving the videos. Thank you very much for the shout out. How many for round 17 do you think will be good? Anywhere between 10 and 13, again, will be ideal for that one. But obviously that means a lot of trades, unfortunately. Best captain, we spoke about that. All right, let's try and get some newbies before I have to go. What time is it? We've got 5 minutes till the game. Just a quick one, I didn't even ask. Can someone tell me if there's any late changes to the games? I've got a couple of minutes. I'm going to have a quick scroll. Let me know any late changes. I'll have a look at it on the screen there. Should I go Hastings Angus because Dewey is back? Apparently, his foot nerve injury is season affecting goal kicking and kick meters. If it's season affecting, that's a different story. I think I'm just going to personally wait a week and see what happens next week for him. And if nothing changes, then we move him on. But if you want to move him on this week and you think that it's really bad, then you can move him on now. I think. Am I on the lower end having 11 plays this week? I think 11 will be okay, man. I think he'll be fine. 6 trades left. That's tough. Is Starling a hold? I think this week, yep. Ilias for Brandon Smith, no. Yo's a hold, yep. Hold on to him. He'll be fine. Only Hastings and Wishart for 17 with 13 plus 4 trades. Is it okay to gets around 17 keepers, not worry too much about round 17 numbers? Yeah, if you can get anywhere between the 8, 9, 10, 11, you'll be fine. On a scale of 1 to 100, how much do I need Burton? 73 for that one. All right, let's check. Did anyone... Here we go. Masters Herbert swap. North Queensland 1 to 17. Yeah, cool. Easy. Thank you for that help. All right. Last bunch. Just going to pick a bunch of good ones here. Will Burton score big against the depleted Panthers? I think he'll score pretty well. Up to Cowboys. Thanks, Jay. Tuolangi to Nat and Crichton to Garrick. Yep, that's fine. Selling to Reed next week is good. What else we got? Haas sell now as he's going down. I think if you're going to sell him, it had to be a couple of weeks ago. If you've got him now, I think you're holding. It's either him or Cotter if you want to go for a guy to move on. You're going to grow a beard. What's happening? No, it's pretty bad, but right? This is as far as I get. It's going to be shaved off tomorrow. I'm 27 years old and still can't grow a beard, so there's no hope for some of you guys if you think there is. For you guys that can't grow one at the moment. And if you're 15 and you got a better one than me, let me know in the comments. Best buy under 600 playing this week. Ooh, under 600. Watson for Talamarina. That's probably it, man. That's probably it. Do I live in Townsville? No, I live in Sydney, actually. I just started like the Cowboys and started following them pretty much at the time that Thurston went there. They had Matty Singh, Matt Bowen, Josh Hannay, Dallas Johnson, all the good ones. So, fun times. I don't think Dewey affects Hastings, by the way. He'll probably come off. He'll probably play centre, to be fair. Hastings has been the man that's like helped them win so many games. So, yeah, that's my thoughts there. All right, 2 minutes, guys. What's he got? Never signed to sell Grant, that's for sure. Thanks, Lukey. Woods. Everyone asking about Manu or Garrick. Watch all videos this week. Jamie has answered that question 1 trillion times. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, Lukey. And I appreciate it if you guys have obviously watched the videos. If you could jump into comments and help me out in there as well, that would be sick. Even if you just say, "Oh, Jamie said this in the video," that would be mad. But yeah, get in there, watch the videos, guys. Why aren't you watching them? There's a bunch of people that told me today that they were watching all of them, and I appreciate that. They're probably in the top 1,000. Come on, sort it out. Not gonna lie, I thought I was 21. Yeah, I agree. I think the longer hair helps. That's about it. Definitely not the beard. Do I talk like I'm 21 too? Let me know that, Lockie. And flawless. Just 2 people think I'm 21. Jesus. All right. Dylan Brown, the top halves to have. He'll be good from next week for sure. All right. What do we got? Hindy, you're a legend. Thank you. Mitch, goal is just to beat your team this year. That's a good goal. I've got 14 players this week for my NRL Fantasy Analysis squad, so that's going to make it a little bit tough to beat me. That's for sure. Who's winning tonight? Come on, the Cowboys, surely. We have a bunch out, but we'll be fine. Titans have Tino out. Like, it's game over, right? Look at this sexy piece. Hey, Piercy, there he is. Our moderator, Pierce, the legend. I look too young. Thank you. Prediction for NBA Finals, Warriors in 6. Great content you provide. That was sorely missing. Love your work. Thanks, Kiwi. Appreciate it. It's good to be back. Probably been like 6 weeks, I reckon. So finally could sneak one in. Good luck in games starting now, guys. So get in and watch that one. Good luck with your teams this week. If you've got any more questions, just jump into my DM, sneak on in, get into the YouTube comments. I'll get back to them as much as I can. Thank you so much for being out here. and jumping into this video. I appreciate you all so much, and we'll catch you in the next game on Friday. Good luck, the Cowboys. Go the Cowboys.